Hello, welcome to this ZipDrill video. My name is Terry Stuckemans and I am your host. In this third video, I'm going to present you the ZipDrill technology, how we went from functions to design. First of all, a zero tillage seeder in conservation agriculture has to do up to 42 functions simultaneously. Here you can see part of a table with the list of the 32 functions. For example, function 4, it has to create a clean to seed to soil contact. I'm not going to present here to you all the 42 functions. I put it here in the right corner so you can watch it later if you want. But 32 functions, it's quite a lot to do for a piece of machinery. Also, if you go and look closely to a zero tillage opener, you see that there is only a fraction of a second between the start of the opening of the seed slot and the closing of the seed slot. And this means that you have just a fraction of a second to do those 42 functions. For those who want to know more about those 42 functions, you can go on my personal blog and read the post about it. Today we are not going to talk about all those 42 functions, we are going to focus on a few key functions, which are clean seed to soil contact, better seed hydration and respiration, which are very important for the seed germination and the seed germination rate. Third key function for today is maintaining or improving the soil structure and also an efficient fertilizer localization. And those two last functions are important for the seedling emergence rate and to get healthy and strong seedlings. So, in a conservation agriculture soil, the ideal situation will look like this. You have your soil, which is covered by residue, and in the soil you have the seed, which has a good seed to soil contact and is in a good structure of the soil, and close to it you will have some fertilizer to feed it, some starter fertilizer we would call it. So, how to get those functions with a zero tillage machine? I put the ideal situation in the top left corner so we can keep an eye on it, and on the right part of the screen I put the undisturbed soil. And we're going to see together how to create this ideal situation. So you start with an undisturbed soil, which you will cut. You will start with a narrow vertical cut. It's 3 to 4 millimeters wide. At the bottom of this vertical cut, you will create two horizontal cuts, which gives you two soil flaps, one on the left, the other on the right. Now you have soil flaps, you can lift them. And when you lift them, you create a space for a channel to get product into the soil, and you create space in the bottom to apply the product in the right spot. In this channel, the first thing you will do is inject some fertilizer, and you will inject it in the corner of the horizontal seed slot. Once the fertilizer is in place, you can introduce the seed, and you will introduce the seed in the middle. Once you move further forward with the zero tillage opener, the soil will fall down. Indeed, gravity is a good friend, and it will help you to start to close the slot. Then with the press wheel, you will apply a little extra pressure to create the good seed-to-soil contact and to finish the closing. And you can see it here. You have now this ideal situation. And this is what you want for your crop. So now I've shown you which agronomic function we want to achieve. I will show you the design to achieve those functions. Here you have a 3D image of a zip drill opener. First of all, we will take away the frame. The frame is boring and it will not teach us anything. And the gauge wheels are non-science and we do not need them today here. Here we go. So here we have the most critical parts of the seeder opener: a front disc, a seeding boot, and press wheels. We are going now to rotate it a little bit. So you can see that they are all well placed in line: the front disc, the seeding boot, and the press wheel. And now we are going to match the different features to the functions we want to achieve. First of all, we start with an undisturbed soil. Then the front disc will make a narrow vertical cut. Following it, the seeding boot will start to make two horizontal cuts to create those two soil flaps we want. The seeding boot is going to lift those soil flaps, creating the seed channel or the product channel. First, we inject fertilizer. Then we introduce seeds. Behind the seeding boot, the soil flaps will start to fall back into places. Gravity is a good friend, make use of it. Finally, the press wheels will finish the closing and make sure you have a good seed-to-soil contact. Here you have again the effect of the press wheel. I just rotated the view of the 3D image. And here you have your seed and fertilizer in place. Behind the zip drill opener, you see this as the correct depth, correct spot, correct environment, and it has the fertilizer close to it for a good start of the seedlings. Here it is in the field. In this first picture, you can see two press wheels, and in the middle you just see a little bit of dirt. This is where the press wheel has been. It has just been seeded there. In this second picture, you have a tractor cab view from the job. So our zip drill zips the soil open and close. You barely see where the planter has been, and you keep a very nice cover of the soil. And here in this third picture, you have a picture of the corn 3 weeks later, exactly the same place. And it's growing nicely and even, and the seedlings are strong and healthy. And this is a very good start for your crop. So here are again our three key elements: front disc, seeding boot, and press wheel. I'll take away now the soil. The soil is gone, and now we can have a closer look to those features. The key feature here is boot, because it's going to make the horizontal cut. It will lift the soil flaps using the soil wedge principle, and it will introduce the fertilizer and place the seed. So, as we said earlier, we are focusing here on 4 key functions. the clean seed to soil contact, a better seed hydration and respiration. Indeed, your seed needs to get access to some drink and it needs also to breathe. Also, we want to maintain or improve our soil structure, and we want to efficiently but yet safely use our fertilizer. And this is what ZeeDrill does. Here again, it's a picture of a cornfield 3 weeks after planting. Thanks for watching this video. You can now, if you want, watch the next video, or if you have any question, you can contact us today. Thanks for watching.